So in order to extract the most out of a car, virtually that is, you need to speak the same language the car is speaking to you. And the best way to put this is that your input is like asking a question, and the car responds by the way it acts towards your input. And now you need to understand what your input is asking and what the car's response is. Now there's so many things that happens when you're going fast on a car and different behaviors that you need to take in to fully understand what your input is doing and extract the most out of the car. Now when it comes to wheelbases, a lot of wheelbases now come with good quality force feedback, that there are things that we can feel, like when it comes to understeer, when it comes to a little bit of oversteer, feeling the initial stage of an oversteer, sometimes you can feel that. Also, when it comes to the resistance of the steering wheel, and also when you're riding curves or you hit a bump, those feedbacks, they come to you to let you know if it's something the car likes or not, if your input is something the car likes or not. Now, there's some informations that you really can get, or you can, but they're really dialed down on your wheelbase, and if you put them up, it would overshadow the vital information that you need to actually drive the car. And so, with this problem, what will be the solution in order to get this? Because in order to go fast, you need to understand what your inputs are doing to the car. Like, for example, how do you get the information of progressive oversteer or loss of traction? How do you get the information of your ABS kicking in to know that you're reaching the limit of your braking, or your wheels are locking up to know that you've locked up so you can get off your brakes and let the tires roll, depending on whatever car you drive? And the solution is to go with some form of haptics. Now, there are different kinds of haptic devices out there that you can use. The main goal, regardless of whichever one you pick, is to find haptics a haptic device that would translate this information to you in a way that you understand. So it doesn't matter what the brand is. It doesn't matter if it came recommended from someone that you trust or whatever. The main goal of this device is to be able to translate this information to you in a way that you can understand. So whether you go for the big brands, the well-known brands like the Butt Kicker Pro, which I use for at least understanding what is happening with your tires if you're losing grip or losing traction, and also things like suspension travel, just to be able to feel those vibrations. It's okay. Now, if it's something that you can also build, the main goal is to find something that would do the work of translating what your inputs to the car is doing to the car, because that's how you maximize the best out of that car. Now, my recommendation is, if you do have an aluminum profile and it's kind of heavy duty, I'd recommend looking for the Butt Kicker Gamer Pro. You can just pick one, put it right under your seat, and set it up in such a way that the signals or the information that you get is not too overwhelming, but is in such a way that you understand what is happening with the car. And also for things like ABS and traction loss, I went with the SimMagic haptic reactors, which one is set on my brake pedal and the other one is set on my throttle. And what it does is to help me know when I'm losing traction on my rear tires for the throttle pedal, and also when I'm standing, if I'm driving a GT3 car and I'm slamming on the brakes and I'm reaching the ABS. It gives me the feedback that I need to just get off the brakes a little bit, just to allow the tires to roll and optimize my braking. So if you are trying to extract the most out of whatever car you're driving, I highly recommend finding some form of haptic device that would be able to translate to you the information that the car is trying to relate to you based on your input. Because if you're able to understand that, you're able to go faster. Thanks for watching this video. Until next one, peace.